Hello there and welcome to day number 109. My name is Mary and today's story is The Robbers. Once again, the Philistines gathered to make war on King Saul and the land of Israel. The king of the Philistines sent for David and said to him, "You and your men shall go with me in the army and fight the men of Israel." David was now living in the Philistine country and was under the rule. So he came from Ziklag with his 600 men, and they joined the army of the Philistines. But when the lords of the Philistines saw David and his men, they said, "Why are these Israelites here? They can't fight with us in this war against their own people. We can't trust them." Achish, the king of the Philistines, sent David and his men away. So David was not made to fight against his own people. But when he came to his own city, Ziklag, he found it had been burned and destroyed. All the people in it, the wives and children of David's men and David's own wives, had been carried away into the desert by the Amalekites. David followed the Amalekites into the wilderness. His march was so swift that some of his men could not keep up. They stopped to rest at the brook Bezor, while 400 men went on with David. He found the Amalekites in their camp, without guards, feasting on the food they had taken. David and his men fell on them suddenly and killed all of them, except 400 of them who escaped on camels into the desert, where David could not follow them. David freed all the women and children that had been carried away from Ziklag, including his own 2 wives. He also took a great amount of treasure that these men had taken from many other towns. David divided all these things between himself and his men, giving as much to those who had stayed at the brook Bezor as to those who had fought the Amalekites. This treasure made David very rich, and he sent part of it to many of his friends in Judah. And that was the word of the Lord. Now we come to our discussion questions. Number 1, why didn't the Philistines trust David when they went to war? Why didn't the Philistines trust David when they went to war? Number 2, what had happened to his city while David was away? What had happened to his city while David was away? Number 3, what did David do? What did David do? And that was the end of our questions. Thank you again for being with me, and may God bless us all. Till next time. Bye for now.